Okay, hey yo, I think we're live. I'm Braxton Wise. Welcome to the stream. This is Third Coffee Studio. Let's see, let's go to the appropriate screen. And let's bring up ArtRage. We're gonna mess with this today. This thing gives me headaches, but it does decent watercolor, so I ignore the headaches. Or try to. I try to. I have to remember how to use this thing. It's clunky.
Boom. Got you unawares. 50 months of fun and frolics.
Hey
Here's
yo.
to the next 50.
Hey yo, woo woo. Thank you. That did. I actually was kind of surprised. It says early, right? It's a couple hours earlier. Let's see, because this earlier time frame will allow me to sort of get out of the summer heat in the afternoons and go into the basement where it's naturally cool and, you know, costs less money. Yeah, it's tough, that kind of heat. But I'm also not running the AC. During like off-peak or during peak time. I have to remember how to do this crap. Hit spacebar. Yes. This makes them go away. Right. Canvas. Alright. And here's a little water thing. Did it? I think I have that turned down because it was annoying me. It does like this little bloop water drop thing. You know, the sound. It does a sound effect. Alright. Hey Kumar. I don't know yet. I had some sketches planned out, but then I got sidetracked by how loud this volume is. There we go. I'm just completely unable to think. It's too compressed. It's too loud. Okay, well, we did some projects. We did some sketches, so why don't we just do... Those are for, like, t-shirt designs, so let's just find a random frog. Random frog. And then we'll, okay, hold on. There's a random frog generator? That's not real. No. Hold on. I'm about to click this. Alright. So I hope it's cool. What's up, Yadisak? Welcome in. Random frog generator. I hope it's generating a random frog. Oh, nice! It's not generating a frog, but it's finding a frog, right? Okay, we'll go with that. Can I open the image so I can have like a desktop version? Okay, nice. Save as... That's a red-eyed tree frog, right? That's what it looks like. Okay, so... Don't be a frog nerd in front of people, Braxton. You're embarrassing yourself. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed to love frogs. This is the wrong, hold on, crap. Desktop. There. Because that should be captured by the little thing here. I have this program called Fences, and I made a fence that has a rule on it that captures any new desktop apps. There we go. That's a lot to go through, right? I hope everyone's having a good day so far. Also welcome in again, Kumar, and Woo Woo, and Yadisek, and this lovely frog we have today. Okay. Will I do that? Okay, you know what? We can do this as a reference, but I don't remember how to do that. Can we just bring that in as a reference? Import. Okay, it wants to go into a pictures file, and that's irritating. It does that like default to all Windows stuff all the time instead of like my normal drives. It's gonna go to the Windows OS drive. So it's gonna take a second. I have to dig down through it. I would like to just... Hey, OMS Prime. Wait a minute, you changed your name. Who were you before? Rex Laser? Is that right? Or did you not change and I'm just out of my mind right now? Because I don't remember. We got a guy who changes his name a lot. Okay, well, I'm sorry, OMS Prime. Oh, you're Kumar. Okay, I knew you were somebody that wasn't this name. Right? That's what I'm thinking. That's why I was thinking it was Rex Laser, because he has changed his name like 4 times now, and I don't remember what his new name is. But I knew that wasn't your, like, the name that I knew you from. That's not your YouTube name. Okay. I'm going to forget everything single time. Partially out of your mind. I am partially out of my mind. Hey, Dote. Welcome in. Let's see. I'm still trying to find this thing. Alright. It's under Creative. I have to go through my whole folder tree because this is this old like Windows XP style this old XP style systemic what do you call it? File Explorer thingy. Brushes, art projects. No, damn it. Desktop. It's on desktop. Good God. Okay, I can't see it, so let's hope this is not anything bad. Because I will be mortified. Oh no, wait, I didn't want to do that. Also, I don't have things like that on my desktop. It was just meant to be funny. Don't be like, oh my god, Brax has porn on his desktop. No, he does not. Darn it. Oh, there's 2 of them up here? There's 2. And I guess that's the tab. Well, we're figuring out how to use ArtRage again. Well, I wanted this to be a reference. Alright, here, can we just back off from this? I don't know. This is... Oh, it does tracing, too, if you want to trace. How do I get a... Can I just drag one in? I don't know. Let's just leave it. Load reference. Okay, can I? But I wanted to drag one in. I want to see if I can do that. I'm sorry, everyone. I apologize. It's taking me so long to get all this stuff started. But that's like live streams do that. This isn't like a pro YouTuber live stream. This is a Twitch live streamer live stream who is currently on YouTube. Oh, look, it does. Okay, hold on. It drags and drops. Import. At least I hope that's the right image. Reference. We did it. There we go. Is that my layer pane? Oh, the layer pane. Okay, let's get rid of this. How do we layer? Let's move that. Oh, floating windows. Good. Or docks, or whatever they call them. Alright. What's up, Garrett? Welcome in. Welcome, Garrett. I don't know what that is. Scrap? How do we do a new layer? Okay. Oh, that's its own box. Then let's kill that box. That's in the ref, right? Okay. Then that goes away. Now, this is a version 6, and they don't have this anymore. It's a Vitae, I guess, if you want to do what would be version 7 of ArtRage. That's what they now call ArtRage Vitae. VITAE. Although I have no reason to get it because I don't use this that often, and the version 6 is still pretty good. And I don't know what they added, so it definitely wasn't enough to make me run out and get it. I want another layer. This is too small. Well, again, this is still too small. So then can I alter the layer? Yeah, we're gonna be doing this for a second. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. What is the window size? 12. Okay. No, let's do, what was I doing? 2000 by 2500? Well, we'll just leave it like this. We'll just say okay. Nope. 300. And, right. I like that they give you this. This is helpful because the sizing is different depending on the pixel size of your monitor. So when you're doing pixel counts, it's hard to understand exactly how that's going to perform when you print it. When it's, you know, if you want prints of this or something, like how big the paper needs to be or how big this is, because it's compensating for your pixel size. So if you had a 1440 monitor or something, you have tinier pixels, it's going to be a different physical size on your monitor, right? At least I think I'm saying that right. As long as I know what I mean, I guess that's the important part. This a layer? Alright, so hold on. I need another layer on top of that. Add new layer. And this one, how do we add a paper texture to this? Because this does paper textures. What is that? I don't see anything. Blend mode. Man, it's been so long since I've used this. And in fact, I hadn't really used it a ton. All this seems completely foreign. Is there anything layer effect? No. Alright, this is too complicated. Whatever that is. That's a lock, okay. Where are you? Opacity. Oh. Alright. So that's how that works. Instead of sliders. Create folder. Layer group. Let's try this again. Aha. Layer texture. I think we're getting it. Canvas, no. What do you mean? Do you mean canvas, or do you mean like canvas in the way that we mean like digital canvas? Also, does my mic sound okay today? It sounds fine in my headset. I'm just weird about my microphone. I feel like it sounds different every time. Well, what does it mean exactly? Does it, because that looks like regular paper. Right, no. Yeah, I don't mean like canvas, like woven canvas. I want paper. Cockled paper. That's, I think that's more of a UK term in art. That's buckling. If you know one term and not the other, that should help. That's when your watercolor paper warps as you're working on it because it's wet and you haven't stretched it. Vapor, vapor, basic paper, heavy crumpled, lumpy, rough paper, sketch paper, watercolor. Well, aren't they all watercolor paper? Okay. That looks like cold press. That looks like rough. Just double click. Do it? Yes, it does. And can I fill this with a color? We can. I was like, okay, well, how do we change the thing on that? We don't need any unnecessary roughness, if you know what I mean. I'm not sorry. Alright. We're almost there. Now all we have to do is find a fill tool. A bucket fill. This is our things over here. Is there a bucket fill? There's a roller. Where's our color wheel? Okay, well apparently there's a color though. Let's okay, Control Z still works. At least that still works. Oh, good. It sounds fine. Alright, thank you. Alright, we're almost there. I've almost figured out what I'm doing here. This is annoying. I would love to have a way to do this with my keyboard. to like resize the page. Does a scroll? No, scroll. Insane though. And scroll just moves it up and down. Like, why do I need that? Why you gotta be cute? Try and make it different. My mic really does sound terrible right now. My voice sounds stuffy. I don't know. Maybe that's how I always sound. Do I always sound like this? I'm horrified. Stencils? No, we don't need stencils. Settings? Right, we'll go with pencil, but... Where's the color palette? What are you? Okay, like sub tools? And... No, you are... Ah, here we go. Good, we can get that out of the way. Sort of. Now, look, here's a cool thing. There was this program called Sketchbook, and I still have an old copy of it that probably is not compatible with Windows 11 now. But it was pretty good. It had these things that they called pucks, and they moved them around. So it would just be all of this stuff in like a circular module, and you could drag that around on the screen and put it where you wanted it to and get your stuff from it. It also had a great pencil. Alright, we're almost there. I know I keep saying that. I need to fill. So we have white background. Ah, fill. White. Oh, no, it's already white. No, but that looked like white. Damn you. It tricked me. That's the brush size thing. Okay. Damn you. Ah, we should go gray. No, we don't. I don't go gray on watercolor paper. Alright, we're almost there. Pencil. That I can't see. I can't see the pencil. Is it white? Is the pencil white? Oh my god. Alright, it's white. It's because it's white, isn't it? It's because it's white. Alright, which one is... Do we at least have eraser? Okay, we have eraser. And... What's the thing for pencil? Is it P? It is. Alright. Senior Hefe. Weffy. Should we go with green? Like a slight tint of green? No, he's blue. We should go with a little bit of blue in the sketch. I don't know. I just don't like just solid black. That's all. And here, turn that back on. Make sure we're still on this layer. And let's lock that so that I don't screw that up. Lock what? I just want to lock all. Lock all what? Oh, all three of these. That's interesting. Oh, no. There. Alright. Spacebar moves it around. What is this? I can't even see that photo very well. And there's something up here in the corner. Can we grab... Oh, rotate. Neat, huh? I like how it's kind of pinned up there. Oh. Alright, I got it. So you grab that and then drag to the right or down. Okay, it looks like a little branch thing this way, right? Alright, that's interesting. I think these are ruler guides. Yeah, that's neat too. You can come up here and you can grab these and make your margins and stuff if you want to. I really like this feature right now. I'm kind of loving that. So wait, does it come up from... Wait, do we have opacity on? Pressure opacity? No. That's a terrible pencil as well. Let's see what the presets have for us. Which one are we on? I don't see anything that's okay, that's a bit large. Hard and dark. The smoothing is non-existent. I think that's what's making my lines look like crap. Ew. That's disgusting. That's too much. It's like correcting it afterwards. I guess that's to save like computing power, so it's not doing it all in real time. Okay, there's some little bit of pressure. Alright, how do we enable the pressure? Let's see. How about we do that, and then... I don't know. How do we make adjustments on that? Aha! Well, no wonder. There's your problem. Okay, how do we get this to work more like a pencil? Well, what I want is for it to work with my stylus pressure. That switches it to defaults? Yes, okay. How do we do that? Maybe it doesn't. Input device. Win tab? I don't know if that's right. Wow. That's harsh, man. Save, I guess. I don't know. Dude, come on. This thing is just trying to make itself difficult now. I think now I know why I didn't buy Vitae. I was like, if it's more of this, then no. It now wants more. Oh, and it's defaulting to my Windows OS drive too, instead of the last place that I used it. So it's like a Windows boy. It's all about Microsoft. I don't know, I guess just put it on the desktop just to get rid of it quickly. I did just save. I'm now confused. It now just asked me to save twice. We might just jump back into Clip Studio. I don't remember having this much trouble with it. I don't even know if that's what worked. It didn't say what it was either. Okay, there. Whew. That is what it did. Jeez, it didn't even give you a tooltip. Just, it's all in secret. It's all secret. Close this. Okay, so it doesn't understand right click. Does it right click? No, it doesn't right click. So then how do I get rid of this? This isn't the thing that I wanted. Why is it opening this thing? And there is no recent file. But I just saved it like it forced me to save. Twice. And it just opened a second instance of itself. Wow, this is mind-blowing. Which one's which? I don't understand. It's blocking me from so many things. Don't save, just... Oh my god, you are a nightmare right now. Why would it do that? It just opened an entirely new instance of itself instead of in a tab. And these tabs apparently are uncontrollable. I clicked on the one before, nothing happened. Does this work? Okay, we're getting something to work. I think that's our minimum. No, it's not a minimum, but that doesn't make sense. Is that the amount of pen pressure? Alright. Smoothing my scale. Ah, that's what that is, isn't it? Alright. Wow, it's difficult. I just wanted to draw a frog. And you can't switch back and forth easily. Like with the other way, I have to hit the key. I can't just do like a temporary shortcut for this, I think. At least it still has my color that I set, right? Look at me, I'm all confused and befuddled. Alright, so here's this. I also don't think the color picker works on a single thing either. I don't think it also it has a temporary hotkey for it. What is it though? Edit. Preferences, keyboard shortcuts. Oh, we have to dig around through this. Program learn first, then frog. Yeah. The thing is, it's just the whole point of this was that it was supposed to be easier to learn for a traditional media artist instead of jumping into Photoshop or some other kind of painting app. But instead, it's just this clunky kind of train wreck. I have to figure out how to find this. Is it a canvas command? Is it an action command? It's not a color command. But is it a color picker? Is a color picker a color command? Is it a sample command? Is it a color sample sorting command? This is really confusing. Oh, it is. Look here. Hold on. What is that? What's HLS picker? This is even more confusing. Does anyone know what that is? I'm so confused. What does any of this mean? It's like it's just talking in some completely foreign language. What does this mean? Apparently there's no command for it though. Custom picker? But what does that mean? What is this? I guess we're gonna have to go through all of it. Well, unless it has a thing on hover. Which I expect it not to. No, wait. The eyedropper. No, it does not react to anything. You say what you are, but you don't... Okay, sampler. Are we looking for the word sample? I think this thing wants to drive me crazy. Sample command? Sample command. Add sample. No, that's not... No. Are you saying that you don't have any shortcuts at all for this? That doesn't seem right. That's a little bit crazy. I need to get another window up here. I buried this other window. Accidentally. Okay. back to this. I am really confused. I think we'll have to look it up or something. I mean, it has a manual, but I don't trust that. I trust it to be as complicated as possible. It's giving me the tiniest window. Can I see it, please? Yeah, but I want... Is there a command for it? Is it like a keyboard shortcut? Alt? Wow, I think I'm gonna die today. Today might be the day that I die. I'm just saying, it might be. I might just die. Okay. This is insane. Alright, I think we've figured something out. It's... Oh, God. I'm gonna just grumble and groan all day now. Alright. I have to check. I have to check the color. There. Alright. That's a little thick. But I don't know. I keep reaching for the wheel. I feel like I'm doing one of those art challenges. You know, can Braxton survive the tedium? While he tortures himself for fun and profit. Okay, we need a new layer. But we don't want to draw on that layer. But we're not allowed to really resize it by hand, which is really frustrating. I just don't understand the purpose of that. The problem is we're gonna have to get right up here, and then it gets in my face. How do we make that go away? I guess we just hide the reference. And I'll just use my desktop one, because it's just going to get in my way. And it doesn't allow me to move things easily. So here, I'll just open my little window. I got a little reference over here. We might eventually get around to making something today. Huh? Maybe? And I'll keep it this size, the window size, so that, you know, we're not scrolling around all over the place. This is not good. Also, this needs to be smaller. I would like a little more of a preview, as in some preview. Mr. 242, welcome. Where's his head? His head's like right here. I'm still on eraser. Here, just don't touch it. There, use a keyboard. Braxton struggles with with ArtRage and is enraged by it at the same time. It's the circle of life. That's the edge thing. It's hard to see around this giant cross thing. Ugh, I want to zoom in so bad. I keep reaching for the scroll wheel. Stop it. Stop now. This is torture. Can we change the cursor? I've used Medbang for a long time now, and it's easy to learn. Does it do like watercolor effects and stuff? That's the reason I use this one, or the reason we're doing it today, at least. Let's have a look and see if we can get anything out of this before we abandon this for the day. There, see? We'll go impressionistic because I don't know how to blend with these tools in here. And let's change this setting. Preset. No. Instant erase? No. Kneaded eraser? That's not how kneaded erasers work. But we'll do that, I guess. Oh, it has watercolor brushes? Cool. Can I change this cursor? Well, you know, Clip Studio Paint is my main thing. And I thought, well, you know what? I have this program and I barely used it. Why not, you know, mess with it today? And then I'm reminded of why I don't use it anymore. Where was it? Was it in edit? No. Is it? Preferences. Cursor. I remembered seeing cursor somewhere. I don't know. Please don't do this, please! God damn it. I'm just begging this thing to stop doing that. It has to be restarted again. Yay. Let's hope it's Control S. Let's hope that it's Control S. Holy crap. Good God. What's up, Sweezy Gun? Sweezy. Don't think I forgot. I didn't forget. Oh, I didn't forget. Okay, let's see. Holy crap. It's still not helping. See, it still didn't help anything. It still didn't get this gigantic cursor out of my face. How am I supposed to draw like this? With this massive cursor. Oh my god. Hold on, please make that go away. Please. I'm begging. Do I really have to use these presets? I don't like that. I guess we'll go to here. We can't go skinnier than this, right? Yeah. This is as thin of a line as we get. Let's go back to this. Just near black. Am I on the right layer? No, I'm not. Damn it, Braxton. If you don't stop painting on the wrong damn layer, I will kill you. Alright. We might actually get started today. That might happen. Things might happen. This looks painful to watch. It is painful. It's painful to experience. ArtRage, they definitely named it correctly. They'll be emailing me. Sounds like there. They'll be sending me an email or suing me for giving them a bad review. That's what you do these days. You sue people for telling people the truth about your product. How far over does that go? I feel like I can't get in here. We'll just have to erase all that. We're supposed to be a chill day. Where did chill day go? There is no chill day, Braxton. It's all in your head. These were hopes and dreams that never came true. I feel like this is too small. Perfect chill day to buy stock, yeah. Braxco stock always appreciates in value. Unlike some stocks I could mention. I don't know if this is gonna fit. Listen, like this. There's a little arm, a little forearm. Also, did I mention this? There is a frog server that I joined, a frog Discord. I was wishing everyone a happy Frog Friday today. The responses really depend upon the time of day, you know, and who's online, who's paying attention. But usually that creates a lot of hubbub and fervor. Oh yeah, it's a thing. Oh, it's a thing. My series will be a decade in 2028. Help, why is time so fast? Man, I don't, like, I share the sentiment. Time is not on our side. It moves too quickly. And then by the time we figure something out, it kicks us in the teeth again. It does that to me, at least. I don't know about anybody else. There's this little...
Nix242 asked me, why does time move too quickly? Can we slow it down? Ah, time. It's like jellyfish in jellyfish fields, slippery and impossible to hold. While we can't slow it down, we can sure make the most of each moment. Spend time doing what you love, like flipping Krabby Patties or watching ArtRage with friends. That way, every moment feels packed and meaningful, even if it's zooming by faster than me, running to get Gary's snail food.
Wow. That was good, though. SpongeBob knows the answers to things, right? He knows. Oh, no, did we do other stuff? I was wondering if I was trying to remember if I actually rendered any of the sketches I did last time. I don't think I did. I didn't really feel like working on stuff during the week. Oh no, now I remember. It wasn't that. Wait, do we have a tool to move stuff? Do we have like a lasso tool? What are you? That's a select? Can we... Okay, hold on. Can we move that? No, we can't move it. How do you do that? Oh, what was I saying? Right, I was writing. Freehand? Polygon? Okay, can I cut that? How do I cut this out? And move that. Can I do anything with this? Well, then what's the point? If you can't do anything with the selection, why select it? Isn't that... Right, anyway, I was writing throughout the week. Which will tie into the artwork because I'm going to illustrate, you know, the cover, and I'll have some illustrations inside the book. Why don't they illustrate adult books? Or books for adults, not adult, you know? Not that kind of adult. There must be like a cut selection thing, right? Like scissors or it's text tool, I think. Yes. Is there a cut tool? No. Well, I was hoping this had a cut tool. This is a magic wand. Yeah, but that just does that. There must be some way to do this. No, invert selection, that doesn't do anything. That's kind of messed up. There has to be something. There has to be some way to use the selection tool. Otherwise it wouldn't exist. No. Tools. Run selection, yes. Cloner, no. Favorite animated series on YouTube, or is there any you want to check out? Me, I don't really watch stuff like that. I mean, if we're talking about just favorite animated series, that would be, you know, like old stuff like Scooby-Doo and things. I don't really watch things like that on YouTube. On YouTube, I watch a lot of art stuff. Control X. Okay. Ghislaine. Am I saying that right? Insigiumva. I don't know if I'm getting that right. I'm probably not getting that right. Let's try Control X. Just like, yeah, that's a normal keyboard command, right? Oh, no, that's cut, but it removes it. Okay. And then paste. Oh, maybe it's a transform thing. Because now it finally told me what it was. Can I grab this? Okay. Well, we kind of figured out what it was. Thank you. Also, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Feel free to correct me. This is not what I want. I want to undo the other thing. But yeah, it's fine. So if we do this, what was I wanting? Because I did this and I wanted to. I had that in the wrong spot. I wanted to take the opportunity to move that over. I think that's where I wanted it. Right? Okay. And it did it on another layer, so. Also, let's unselect. But I don't know how to unselect. It won't unselect. Just unselect. I rarely have to go through this much issue. Or, I don't know, issue is probably not the right word for it, but I'm sort of... Why is it doing that? Okay, we're inside the selection. But it won't undo the selection. Right click. Just undoes it. But there is no button for unselecting. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, now it's a transform tool, but did it unselect again? That's very weird. It does not have a way to just turn it off. It's just we disabled it. That's the only way to turn it off? That's very weird. Or maybe I just don't know what it is yet. What's up, Car? Alright, so hold on. We need to figure this out again. It was a complicated process, actually. I did Control X, which cut and copied, and then I pasted it, and then it gave me a transform thing. I mean, is there like a transform button? Or do I have to go through all that to get it to happen again? I was hoping there was just a transform. I mean, this is the selection thing, but... Talented animators on YouTube. I basically watch live streams and usually like really long live streams, but typically of painters, like watercolorists and oil painters. I don't know, I'm gonna just give up on that. That's too difficult. It's just easier to... Yeah, that's way too difficult. So we'll just erase and redraw. They made that tool way too difficult to use. Okay, are we back to normal? Kind of. As normal as I'm getting. Actually, I think this is off. It's kind of hanging over this branch. Oh, did I hide that earlier? I hid the reference. I have a larger one on my desktop. Or another monitor, I mean. This will be easier to look at my larger one. It's about here for this one. This little, like, part of its jaw in the back. Like the upper part. And then this is coming out here from the chest. All my stuff is off. Everything I thought I knew is wrong. Starting to look derpy. But that's okay. Frogs can be derpy. Oh, the Budget's frog is about the derpiest looking thing on the planet. Those things crack me up. Mind if I say a few... Yeah, go ahead. You are, yeah, it's totally okay to say, talk about any artist that you watch. I think this is, here. Oh, this goes back. That's why I'm feeling that this is wrong. Because it continues this line. This comes down and the color breaks right here. My normal problem is I don't make the eyes big enough. So this is going to be a little off. Oh, no problem. No problem, don't. I appreciate that. Actually. I appreciate when people at least ask first. That doesn't go unnoticed. There. Just transferring a couple of angles using my little magical tool. It's just a, what do they call these things? A proportional divider. It's difficult. It's got my... I keep hitting my mic with it. There. It needs to come down there. And this comes out this way. I think I'll move this over. I'd like to move the whole thing over, but I still don't understand how to use the thing. It's that transform tool. It's hard to call it forth when I want to. I hope we don't have to go through that whole thing. We'll try it again though. We'll use like Control X and then Control V to paste, and then hopefully the transform box will pop up. I would just like to see a way to access it without having to go through the extra step. That's my wish. I think that line needs to be lowered a little bit. Like this. Also, I'm loving this music. I'm sorry if others don't like it. I can try to find better stuff for next time. But we gotta stick with like the YouTube friendly free license thing. There. The thumb needs to go back behind there. It's not really a thumb, but it's whatever appendage that this is called. There. Let's see. I know you. Oh, nice. That's a good list there. I know you mentioned Fedra. At least. I don't recognize the others. Sounds like a point and click adventure game. With this, pretty much. Hey, Strider. I was wondering to whom you're talking. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, Zwee's gone. I didn't even see that comment until late. I get absorbed in staring at this, and then I don't really pay attention to chat. Right. We're also live on YouTube. We've made some YouTube friends, which is very cool. How far does that come down? Like there? Little these flat mucus pads. I don't know if it has like, I don't know what the scientific name is for that. Mucus pad. That's what they do. It secretes like a mucus that is sticky. That way it can hold on to damp surfaces. So it needs like smooth branches and like, you know, like humidity. So it can stick to things. It's hard to be very precise. This cursor is freaking me out. Is this bothering anybody else? Is it? It might just be me. Sometimes it is just me. Right, there's a knuckle. Right, yeah. I need to practice my line drawing. This is why we're doing a more careful sketch than I normally would do. The only way that I can do anything even passable in watercolor, like real watercolor, not the digital thing, is line and wash. But that requires me to have better line work. Because otherwise I'm hopeless. No joke, hopeless with watercolor. Mucus pad. Hype. In the Frog server, they have this Guess the Frog game. You know, there's a bot that does the game, and it shows like a picture of a frog in the chat, and this is just for you. If someone else clicks on it, then you know it tells them that they have to start the command on their own. So you do your own, and it'll have like 3 options below. And you pick the right option of what species it is, like red-eyed tree frog, Brazilian horn frog, or African bullfrog, right under this picture. And you click red-eyed tree frog, of course, because everyone knows that. And then it would take a minute, refresh, and then show you another one. And it just keeps doing this, these random pictures, until you get one wrong. And then it keeps your score. I think mine is like 39. Which isn't so good. I've only done it like a couple of times so far. I don't want to get burned out on it, because I really love that game. I don't want to make myself sick of it. But there's some people with like, I don't know, the leaderboard at least. And I don't think they can cheat. There might be cheaters, but I don't know. But the leader says like 700 and something. That's one of the... It's like the top one. It's 700 and something. Yeah. Like someone really... No, I'm not. I want to be, but I want to be that 700 and something person. Although Refraction and I were estimating that it could take quite a long time of just sitting there to answer all those questions. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. We have to do this. How come this doesn't work? Canvas positioner. Position. They just made this the most difficult thing on earth. How did they accomplish that? Well, it's a movable thing. I keep wanting to call it a puck, like with sketchbook. Let's hide this. Well, no, let's keep it there. It shows people what this is trying to be. I'm gonna move this over though. First, let's remind ourselves what layer we're on. And it doesn't do that though. So we do this. We're just moving the selection box. So I don't know. We'll do it the other way. We do Control X and then Control V. It's such a weird thing. I really want to find this transform tool. You know, be able to access it. Without having to go through all this extra stuff. Where are you gonna be? Right here? Because I want to do the leaf. And I think this brings everything where it should be. Because I think this part of the leg is right where it was supposed to be to begin with. And let's do that. Because then here's the body. Oh, crap. I have to redo everything because it won't just undo. It won't go through the undo stages. This is stupid. This RF interference can kiss my butt. Hey Marto. Wait, weren't you I felt like you went live not long before I did. Was that a short stream? How was your stream? I'm trying to think through all the stuff that got messed up from this. You did? Okay, did you like it? Did you like Rise of the Tomb Raider? I'm not a huge Tomb Raider fan, I think. Alright, well, I'm still trying to... There's some kind of RF interference that makes my cursor start flying all over the place. That's what you witnessed a little bit ago. That's why I'm extremely put out right now. Okay. I think this is about right. So then we do that. But it's... We have to tap again to get to deselect and then pencil. Where am I from? You mean the country or what part of the country? Because it's... I am from the United States. And unfortunately... I'd like to be somewhere else, actually. There we go. But I live in the Midwest, in a state called Missouri. Also, unfortunately. Alright, leaf. Now it needs to be up higher, like with this face. Like here. Crap. That's right, there are all like a crap load of layers that keep getting created. hate that. Well, it's gonna take a minute. Because we have like a bunch of layers now. Every time I did this, it created another layer. That's my favorite thing ever. Said no one ever. said Braxton never. Except when he was being a facetious jerk. That's me. Braxton the facetious. Okay. How do we do this? No. Right clicking does nothing. Merge layer. So it's going to rob me of my layers. Yes, it will. Yes, it is. Alright. It's too confusing. I really would like other controls instead of this. I mean, I just want to move the contents down. I'm going to keep the layer, but move the contents, but I guess it doesn't do that. I don't see it. Clear layer, no. Delete. Merge down. All we have is merge down. Yay. Merge down. That feels disgusting. Okay. Here we go. It broke. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Did you try, what, you mean your own OBS? Is mine okay? Is yours okay? Hey, Gamion. Why? Unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff going on. And I live in a really bad place. Full of the people who are causing all the bad stuff. Oh, is yours? Okay. Were you trying to get started with a thing? You're trying to go live? And then your OBS broke? Okay. We're sticking to that later. Here we go. Chests. Crap, that's on the other layer. I should just merge this down. I don't like dealing with layers, it's too confusing. Merge down. There, back to one layer. I feel a little bit more comfortable that way. Like this. I love this music. I know I say this all the time. It doesn't stop being true. This is my vibe right here. All right, so knuckle. Oh, I hear sirens. Can anyone hear those? You might be able to in a second. Yeah. That's normal. Unfortunately. Let's move you over. And I'm just going to draw the center of it so I can figure out where I want it to go. Okay, good. That does line up. I had this lined up, well, with more of a rectangular piece. This one is, I wanted to say square, but I don't think so. I think I allowed it to just size itself to the monitor size, or window size of the monitor. Right. Branch. I still think it's not far over enough. I think this needs to be over. Like that. But we're not going to go through the torture of moving it. Not until we have like the whole thing. And I think there's a lot to correct that will end up moving that over anyway. Buffer, okay. I got you. Or am I? You made the arm a bit long. What, this one? This isn't shaded. I mean, he is a bit short from front to back, which he needs to be longer. So it's really more in proportion. Because this is shading on his chest rather than the arm length. You see, it does that little number. But I wanted this to be larger. I guess back to his jaw, because there's the tympanum. I think that's the tympanum. I don't know. It's hard to see. It's right by his eye. Probably not. I don't want to have to redraw it or move it. I hate using this tool. I cannot imagine that they wanted it to be used this way. My body won't accept it. My whole body is rejecting the idea of the tool being meant to be used in this way. There really does have to be some other way of doing this. There just has to be. It's maddening. That's right, because it created another layer. It's fine. I'm not gonna freak out or anything. I promise. I really want to freak out right now. It has found the buttons to push. And it comes down like that. As a shadow. Under here. And this is the derpy bit. I can't really straighten out that mouth. I've been using Clip Studio too long. I keep holding down buttons for temporary tools and stuff. This video will forever have the police sirens. Crap. I had a friend back when I was a teenager who would freak out every time he heard sirens. The VOD went from 1 hour to only 30 minutes somehow. It did? Your VOD? So hold on, you started up OBS and were doing your thing, and then it broke and your VOD, there's only half of a VOD left. Is what you're saying. Maybe it bugged. And wasn't actually recording for half of it. I shall clip it and label it the moment Braxton got busted for being an illegally awesome streamer. You don't know, man. In this age right now, that could actually be a law. Like tomorrow. No kidding. It cut out multiple chunks of the VOD. Oh my god. Yeah. Hold on. There's a code system, right? Yeah. That's how we figured out the bitrate mismatch. You can get the info of what happened, I think, and feed that into a thing in the forum. If it, yeah, isn't that what we did? And it tells us what the error is, or what happened. It might be able to tell you what went wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what we did. Oh, this is alright. I was getting this shape wrong. The middle part of it. Is just like here. Like that. I'm not. I believe Dote and stuff is an animator on the YouTube side. I have done animation, but I'm not an animator. See, that's what I was getting wrong. This comes up over the middle of that. I just kind of foreshortened. I was kind of taking that center part from the leaf tip, but it's actually kind of going backwards where we can't see it. An animator who works on Toon Boom. Okay. What is that? There's like a cluster or something where these things grab onto. I can't see it very clearly. It actually cuts off. The image is narrower. From top to bottom than ours. So we either make up the rest of it or just let it fade out. Give it a little bit of a texture. We could continue those. I'll just make it up. I mean, how hard can it be? Just a freaking leaf, man. Don't let the leaf beat you. Don't let it get in your head. Living rent-free. Oh my god. I am very sorry. And there's no way to recover that. Well, is it cut it into chunks? But are all the chunks there? I guess that's my question. Because you can knit them back together. I don't know what the rest of this leaf looks like. It sucks if you lost all that work. Like, it sucks anyway. The disruption itself is disheartening. And then it ruins your whole day. I feel like this leaf is a little bit short. Oh, you deleted the VOD. Okay. Crap. That really does suck. Oh, he's a bit skinnier than that. This face is still wrong. You have an idea for next time. Okay. Well, it would be good to understand what went wrong. Alright, this is a separate thing. A little too thick. Pleasant afternoon. Drawing frogs. My favorite thing. Except for looking at frogs, which I do often. These join. It's like the same. They intersect on the same plane, I guess. It's not from the same branch, I don't think, though, right? Maybe it is. Maybe this comes... Oh, right. Maybe this is coming off of this branch. Like it's a node. Or something. If I understand it more, I can draw it better. The parts that I don't see. If that's a node, then it would be a little bit more rounded like that. You don't use Toon Boom, but you're an animator. Right. That's Kumar in the YouTube chat. See, eventually I'll remember. Especially if I say it enough times. I think this is a little bit too wide here. Actually, it's not wide enough, but yet I also misplaced these other parts. So, that's kind of my fault. Let's see. I can't see this part, it's too dark. Oh, I see. Okay. You animate on Toon Boom and you often need help. That's why you're asking. I have not heard of Toon Boom outside of here. I think this is a yellow bit. This bit, and then it's like dots and some darkness, some dark green. Yeah, this is all off. This head needs to be larger. This kept bugging me the whole time. It still looks derpy and small. But the rest of everything should be fine. Yeah, let's get rid of this part. I just don't want to redo the head, but I'm going to have to redo the head. I just don't like the process of moving the stuff around with the lasso. This all has to come out of one spot. And I keep making it come out of a different spot. This armpit here, and then this comes down that way. I don't want to redo that whole face, but I'm going to have to. Damn it. It's just going to keep bugging me. It's just too much stuff wrong, and the tools don't work the way I want them to, so I'm going to have to just redraw the whole thing. I was trying to talk myself out of it, like, no, you can fix it. You'll fix it, Braxton. No. This is not fixable. Of course, now I have no landmarks. Alright, we'll have to go back. And I'll fix it in another layer. So I have some landmarks here. Since they've already been established. This needs to be larger. I never make frog eyes big enough. Ever. This should be right. Crap. Wrong layer. Maybe that's the problem. Too. It needs to be taller. And this eye needs to be... For some reason my brain does not like drawing giant eyes. I just some aversion to making eyes too big. So then I make them too small because I'm trying not to make them too big or something. I feel like this is still too small. Frogs are just little guys. But their eyes are huge. Okay, let's drop that down. Merge down. There's a window that keeps hiding, and I have to keep bringing it back up. I must be hitting the wrong button or something, not have the right focus. Oh, it's a paid software, okay. Like a Photoshop thing or something where you have to pay like maybe a monthly. How long have I been? A long time. I have just been getting back into it recently. So many years. But I was an oil painter for, I mean, we're talking 20, 30 years. Yeah. Actually, a little bit more. I guess I stopped at 30. It's embarrassing to be that old. And my drawing skills were never really developed because I just painted. So now we're paying attention to stuff like line work and all this. This is all wrong. Crap. This thing is just not intuitive. Just get rid of it. I wanted to show the reference again to everybody, but I don't know, the software is getting under my skin. There. So this is, I think this is all on one branch. I think there's a node like that. I'll figure out how to bring it back up in a minute. Okay, have a great day, Dote. "25 years, but never colored any, just pencil sketch." Okay. Well, then we're the opposite. Because all I ever did was use paint and brushes. I still don't like that curve. Okay. I feel like this eye is better, but still it could be larger. Like now I'm overcompensating for my for my frog size. It's okay. Frogs come in many different sizes. Your frog doesn't have to be the biggest frog ever. Besides, big frogs are hard to take care of. It's a lot of work. Feed them small animals and birds and chickens. I bet people do feed stuff like that to their frogs. I feel like there's a class of people that get into frogs just for the weird stuff that they can feed them and the cruelties that they can perform. I feel like that's how people are these days. I think this is wrong. Yeah, chickens. Well, look, there are some frogs that are so big that they will eat mice and birds and anything else unfortunate enough to fit inside its mouth. People eat frog too. It sucks too. I've had frog. It doesn't taste very good. I personally don't eat frogs. There's something wrong about this. I still feel like his head is too small. But I don't know. There's something that feels off about him. But I can't place it. Which leg? This one over here on our left. Because that's where this other thing is. The big one. Oh, okay. On our right. You still think it's too far? Here. Yeah? No, we can't see it easily. Let's try and bring up the try and bring up the reference again. Okay, there we go. Whew. They do not make that easy. Toward this bit, it's the top of his jaw. Right? But then that throws everything off. If I move this over, then this finger doesn't go where it should. And we also have to go through this insane selection process. ArtRage is writing me nasty emails right now. That's where it was. Right there. I think. I think we got it. Right? Well, it's not a gill, it's just some kind of a thing. It's just some kind of, like, just the edge of its jaw. There. This is where this bit is. This is where the eye thing is. It does not. I don't even have the selection tool on. So now it thinks selection is on? Yes, it thinks selection is on. Yes. That is confusing. I'm still feeling like I didn't make the eyes big enough. The thing is though that this doesn't line up. Well, we have to kind of resketch some of the bits here that oh right. We get to create another layer. What is okay? For some weird reason, it's also not allowing my brush to do anything. And we have a color. I think the thing is messed up now. Because I think it was glitching out. We have eraser, which isn't erasing, but we're on the correct layer. It's not erasing. Enjoy the next stream. Okay, I will be here tomorrow because we stream from Friday to Sunday, through Sunday. No, I'm just gonna have to save and restart it because it's not drawing anything. Or erasing. Crap. Well, I don't like doing that. Again, at least I'm reminded of why I stopped after this version and I didn't buy the Vitae. Alright. Will this work? Or is it just bugged? Well, nothing's happening. There has to be something going on here. No. That doesn't make any sense. I think this is... I think it corrupted its file. Is there something that I'm missing? Like literally everything? So it works, it just doesn't work. So basically, it ruined the file, and we can't do anything with it now. Because they're not locked. I don't know. It's a, you know, when I moved it over, it that was it. It wouldn't let me draw on it or erase it. But I have another thing that we opened, and the paint works fine. I have been. Nothing works on that one. There's nothing on that one. We don't have any stuff on. Like maybe we can get back to a point. No. It has no more undos. They're all gone now. It still doesn't work. It should at least erase or paint. It's not doing anything. And this carries the same settings over to this one. This is the same color, same thing, so it should work. Well, crap. So what does that mean then? How do we fix that? If we don't, it's not fixable. That means that when that all that is just for nothing. We can't even paint on it. Maybe I even if I export it. Well, I don't. It somehow messed up its own file because it won't allow me to interact with it anymore. So it won't interact with this file. It'll open it up, but it won't do anything. I think it corrupted its file. Will we be changing the name? Oh, it loves defaulting to documents. It's definitely one of those. It's one of those. It doesn't even go to... It doesn't go to like the last place that I saved at. It just takes you straight back to documents. Wouldn't it buffer that? Like, wouldn't it remember that? Like, why would it just default to that every single time? Okay, this is the one we saved and reopened. Or we changed the file. Still won't work. That is messed up. The layers are not locked. It's not invisible. Because we can see what we drew. But I can't draw or paint on it. That's so weird. And so incredibly annoying. Yeah, layer 2 is the paper layer. There's nothing on that layer. It wouldn't lock the others. You know. It's not working. Yeah, but this is just the background white paper. That's... I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I feel like that... kind of a kick in the teeth. Thanks for buying our product. It's weird because if I open this file, well, it opens up a new instance for every one of them. So, but it'll, even when both instances are in, or both are inside of one instance, it still doesn't. It just broken its own file. New. Window size. We'll trace it. This is when tracing is okay, kids. When your stuff drives you freaking insane and eats up 2.5 hours of work. This is called ArtRage, but it's a like version 6, so it's not supported anymore. Hold on, I have to figure out how this tracing thing works. Okay. But that's all in one layer. It's not. Oh, but dude, you don't draw on the bottom layer. Who draws on the bottom layer? You can see we have transparency. Wait, why is it white? They didn't pre-color the layer. This is weird. Alright, let's go down here and we will fill this with a color. This is so complicated. Click for normal color. It's weirdly showing me a paper texture. No, that's my photo, right? Right, okay. Not photo, that's my PNG. That's what I'm thinking. What is wrong? What I should be seeing the checkerboard transparency. And this is the tracing. Alright, let's do this. What is the layer texture? Okay, then we have to fill that, right? With white. Which is now blue. What? Oh no, that's not the color. Oh my god. It's not. I just keep thinking this thing is the color and it's not. There. It's fine, we'll get through this. Eventually. We'll go to here. I can't zoom. Alright. We'll do this again. Yikes. I don't get what it's doing. Let's figure this out. All right. It's just not that thin. Alright, there's something else wrong with this one. There. Wow. I'm like, why is this so freaking thin? It broke everything, basically. Even the information that I recently had for this. Alright, we go back. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, this... Alright, never mind. We'll just deal. We'll just deal. ArtRage is stressful. Just saying. I didn't think it would be this stressful. There's something I can see. I hate having to trace, even if it is my own work. I have to do this for paintings I normally draw. If it's going to be detailed, I draw everything on a big sheet of paper and then just transfer it to my canvas or onto watercolor paper. The intensity of this is really low too. Probably because of this tracing mode, I imagine. Well, we'll be less careful. So we can get this done faster. My hand immediately moves toward the... it's too much. Is there no in between? Is it just too far away or too close? Can we just please get like a small degree? No, not... I don't want to have to type it in manually. Can I just... Just something besides gigantic increments, please. Wow. You have to either laugh or cry. Although I'd probably get a lot of views. We could go viral. Being that dude who cried on his art stream. Not my thing though. I'll do that later. That's what the screaming pillow is for. I cannot see these lines well enough. What is wrong with this brush? Really? This is why I'm struggling. This is why I'm struggling so hard. But that's a little bit better. I was like, man, I'm really having to push. I firmly believe this is part of the same plant here. Oh, you are? Nice. What are you animating? Oh, well, I don't know. Like, what style do you do? Do you do, like, Western style or anime? I have to look at my reference. I think once I figure out how to tweak these settings and deal with the crashes, I I am really freaked out that that completely corrupted its file where it won't interact with it anymore. That's still blowing my mind. I think softness has to do with anti-aliasing, maybe, this feature. Smoothing. I think we basically got back what we lost here. Oh, I see. I got you. That makes sense. Okay, can we say goodbye to this now? Yes. corner of the nose. There's a little shine here. There. The nose is sort of triangular. I can't even see that. I don't want it to be so close. Stop. I just don't want freaking 200%, dude. It's like all or nothing. I've had relationships like this. They're toxic. It's a toxic relationship. That's what we're dealing with. Oh, my cursor did a weird thing. I'm right now I'm just praying that I mean, I don't know to who, but praying to the Sky Wizard that I don't get another RF burst, make my mouse freak out and corrupt the thing again. I'm not gonna want to redo it. This is still too high up, I believe. But we're gonna fake it. We're at that point. But we're faking it. This is just an indication where the pattern is on the body. Where it goes from like the white stomach to like a, I don't know, like a blue black, and then a yellow, and then up into more of a cobalt blue. All right. We have an arrangement of toes. Its leg comes out this way. I really wanted to get the color on this today, but I don't think that's going to happen. No, this needs to be here instead. Knee and a color change. Larger. Hey, Garrett. Unless you've been here and I missed you. I like cricket legs. There's a toe right here. And then there's another toe here. And then one up here. No. Here. This is leg. This is leg. It is leg of frog. This is frog butt. Exciting stuff. Too hot for Twitch. I think this is... Maybe this is too far down. Right here. I think that's about right. This is a complicated leg, man. I'm not even kidding. And of course, RF interference. Yay. Right. That's such a weird nonsense shape though. It almost looks like it doesn't connect, but it does connect. Let me show you. You see this part? There's, if I get this out of the way, the top part of that doesn't come up. It comes up underneath here. It looks like disconnected here and down here. But if I do it the way I see it, it's still gonna look like I did it wrong. I feel like they're setting me up. I feel like it's a setup. He's trying to keep me down. Make me look bad. They're like, this will get him. They'll think you're a fraud, Braxton. Everyone will know. I went dark. The original, this one, I can make it larger, unless you need to see both. You see this leg part? I guess what would be the calf before the ankle part. It looks disconnected. Sorry for the coffee ASMR. I had this coffee sitting here the whole time and wasn't drinking it. I'm gonna have to put in this weird shape. Just don't anybody think I did it wrong. I want everyone to see that I didn't do it wrong. This comes way out here. I have no idea what's gonna happen when we start to color this. That'll have to be next time. This is just gonna be dark. That's what we'll do. I'll make it just as black as it is in the reference. Now this comes out further. I feel like I have this coming out a little too far, but I don't know. I feel like it probably doesn't matter. Like it's just a me problem. See, it's these little sections here that make me think of like insect legs, how they're sort of jointed. I mean, this isn't in the same way, but they just look like they are. The exoskeletal joins where the hinges are. This it's what it reminds me of, these sectional bits. Okay, now this has to come down here, or it doesn't make sense. Actually, maybe less of that, or not less, but like a steeper angle. I've been traumatized by the software today. I'm losing my word power. So it's like a heel thing-ish. And we'll put like it's like a toe. Here. Let's back off of that, because we need more space to do that. Like a toe thing. And then it comes back. So there's the top of the foot, I suppose. There. These are foreshortened toes. Really, I'm just drawing what I see, even if this doesn't make sense. I'm going to try to make it make sense. Let's see. Toe pad. Toe. Calling it out. This is wrong. think that is more like it. This one maybe up a little higher instead. Let's see, almost there. I keep saying that, but it's true. Every time we're closer. Draw the line, Braxton. Stop talking to yourself, Braxton. Okay, leg or thigh, and then this. Another toe. Like that. Toe. Oh, I'm feeling it. All right. Just gonna do this weird little palm maneuver. And go this way. And it folds. Like kind of squarish. Right here. It comes back. That's this part. Whatever you call that on the frog. And then a little pinch where it folds. Like that. All right, let's reinforce. And we'll keep the line work. In other words, it's going to get, it's going to be visible in the painting if if I can get the paint to work right. Right? Okay. I think we got it. Whatever it is holding that on. Some kind of cluster of something. I don't know. There we go. Save. And we'll save to desktop, and I'll just export it to where I want it later. This is red. What is again? Red-eyed tree frog. Red-eyed tree frog 2, because I've done one before. We'll just put that on the desktop, and then I will dig that up later. And let's export a PNG of it so I can post it on Blue Sky. I keep wanting to call it Blue Fly. Rivet. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, everyone, have an amazing day. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow with more wild, clumsy antics. Stay safe.